Frozen is one of the biggest hits of modern Disney. With stunning animation, emotionally rich storytelling, and a clever balance between classic Disney tropes and subversions, it's no wonder the film continues to resonate so strongly with kids and adults alike. Of course, what lingers in most people's minds long after the credits roll is the music. Powerful, Broadway-style numbers that rival Disney's Renaissance era. From the Oscar-winning powerhouse, Let It Go, to the heart-tugging, Do You Want to Build a Snowman, and the optimistic anthem, For the First Time in Forever, the soundtrack transforms Frozen from a standard animated feature into a full-blown musical experience. But there's one song in particular that fans are beginning to reevaluate, and it's not what it seems. On your first watch, Love is an Open Door feels like the quintessential Disney love song. A charming, catchy duet between a princess and a prince who meet by fate and fall in love almost instantly. It's upbeat, romantic, fun. But once you reach the film's shocking twist, that song takes on a completely new meaning. Love is an Open Door is, in fact, a villain song. Not in the traditional theatrical sense. There's no maniacal laughter or thunder claps in the background. But it is, subtly and brilliantly, a manipulative duet where one of the singers has a secret, dangerous agenda. Let's rewind for a moment. Anna has spent nearly her entire life isolated in a castle, shut out by her sister, emotionally neglected, and desperate for connection. For the First Time in Forever, we hear her dream of finally meeting people. Maybe even falling in love. That kind of fantasy might sound naive, but in context, it makes perfect sense. She's a young woman who's experienced loneliness most of her life. She's reaching for something, anything, that feels like love. Then she meets Hans. On the surface, it's a classic meet-cute. He's handsome, well-mannered, and seems to share all her thoughts and quirks. When they launch into Love is an Open Door, it appears they're bonding over shared loneliness and a desire to belong. Anna sings, All my life has been a series of doors in my face, which is both a metaphor and a literal truth. She's been locked away, forgotten. Hans follows with, And then suddenly I bump into you, and later, I've been searching my whole life to find my own place. And that's the line that really matters. Hans, as we later learn, is the 13th son in his royal family, so far down the line of succession that he has no real hope of ruling. That's why the words, my own place, aren't just romantic fluff, they're calculated. He's already laying the groundwork for his deception. He sees Anna's vulnerability and mirrors it back to her, perfectly playing into what she wants to hear. Even the song's most playful moment, We Finish Each Other's Sandwiches, feels different when you rewatch it. It seems spontaneous, but now we can see that Hans was prepared to agree with whatever Anna said. His entire act is rehearsed, down to the timing of his smiles. He doesn't love Anna. He's performing a version of love to manipulate her into giving him power. By the time the song ends with a surprise proposal, Hans has effectively launched his plan. Anna is swept off her feet, and in her longing for connection, she says yes, without realizing she's given the keys to her kingdom to someone she barely knows. It's only when Elsa refuses to bless the engagement that the cracks begin to show. That rejection sets off the main conflict of the film and eventually leads to Hans revealing his true nature. But the clues were there all along, hidden in plain sight in Love is an Open Door. What makes this song so unique in the Disney canon is that it's the only true romantic duet between a princess and a villain. In most Disney musicals, the villain sings alone. Ursula, Scar, Mother Got Hell. They perform their plans for the audience but rarely engage directly in the musical spotlight with the protagonist. Here, Hans and Anna share a song. And Anna never realizes it's a trap until it's too late. Some fans have argued that Hans's villain twist came out of nowhere, but this song suggests otherwise. It's the clearest early sign of his ambition. Every lyric is a piece of the puzzle, hiding his manipulation beneath a sugary melody. Even his line about finding a place of his own, when combined with what we later learn about his background, is a subtle declaration of his plan to seize power. There are other moments throughout the film that hint at his true nature. The calculated way he takes control when Elsa flees, or how he orders the chandelier to be brought down during Elsa's capture. But Love is an Open Door remains the most obvious, the most chilling in hindsight. Because it's the moment Anna opens her heart, and Hans takes full advantage. What's more, the contrast between Hans and Kristoff becomes crystal clear. Kristoff doesn't flatter Anna non-stop. He challenges her. He tells her that rushing into love is ridiculous, and while he's rough around the edges, he's genuine. As their relationship grows, we see what real love looks like. Imperfect, sometimes messy, but honest and reciprocal. Love is an open door isn't just a musical number. It's a warning in disguise. It shows us how easily vulnerability can be exploited and how charm can mask manipulation. It's a bold choice for a Disney film, and one that deepens the story's emotional weight. Frozen broke many molds, and this song is one of the most clever subversions in the entire film. It proved that Disney was willing to evolve, to complicate its love stories, question its fairy tale formulas, and show that true love doesn't come from mirroring someone's every word, but from growing, understanding, and showing up when it really matters. And maybe next time we hear a sweet Disney duet, we'll pay a little more attention to who's singing.